Well, Sir David, thanks very much for talking to us. And I want you to tell me about your concerns for the deep ocean floor. And it's, I suppose, a little bit overlooked in terms of our concerns about the oceans, isn't it?
The world has become very anxious to get hold of rare metals, which till now have been found in places in Africa particularly, which we use in many of the modern electronic apparatus, particularly batteries. And so there has been a big search put on. And human beings, being the sort of people they are, they look everywhere. And someone says, what about the deep sea? Isn't there stuff there? And there's certain indications that there could be. What we are asking is that we should not go in and trash an area of the globe about which we know hardly anything until we've done the proper research. In short, we want a moratorium against action of industrializing and mining the deep sea. We've got to recognize that actually the deep sea is largely unexplored, but what we do know and what the research that we're just publishing now illustrates is that it is absolutely crucial, the deep sea, in many ways which we don't fully understand yet. There are ecosystems there which are very important for the health of the sea in general. And so we are faced with the prospect of big industry going in and churning up the bottom of the ocean. What we do know, and what this report illustrates, is that this produces a great plume of mud and deposits which can be scattered far from the depths of the ocean into all parts of the ocean, which could be very, very destructive.
Presumably there are still undiscovered species down there for a start.
Oh yes, and although it might be interesting to biologists that there should be unknown species, that is not the only issue. The issue is much more about the whole health of the oceans. We don't yet know enough about the part which the deep sea plays in the health of the oceans. So this report says, which goes into the detail of the possible consequences of this, is whatever you do, please do the science before you go in and destroy. Because that's what it is. Mining is a polite word. And mining also means destruction, and destruction of an ecosystem of which we know pathetically little.
1,000 million tons of sea creatures ascend from the deep ocean to search for food near the surface. They graze on the phytoplankton under cover of darkness. Even so, they're far from safe. Other marine hunters follow them, some travelling up from hundreds of meters below. At dawn, the whole procession returns to the safety of the dark depths.
We've all heard it said that we know more about outer space than our deep oceans. It's probably true. There are undoubtedly many species there that remain to be discovered. And in many places, I imagine that environment has been untouched for thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of years. So the idea of deep sea mining without proper research is pretty crazy at this time when we are living through a climate and biodiversity crisis. If ever there was a time to do good research so that we could take good informed decisions about practice, then this is it. And I don't think we should be doing any deep sea mining until we understand the impacts that that might have. I equally don't think that we should be supporting companies that aren't showing that level of responsibility. And until those companies can come to us and tell us that they have sustainable practices, then we should stay away from them and let them do their research properly.